We think we know this story that's been told for 2,000 years. And we hear it again tonight. And we hear of emperors and governors, of great people who are all overshadowed by the birth of a humble babe. This gospel reading tonight says to you and to me that these great people, these emperors, these governors, and today presidents and prime ministers and kings and queens think that they run the show. But they don't. They're all part of God's plan for us. And as they open themselves to what He wants done, and they take those actions that lead to great religious, spiritual events that have profound meaning for each of us. But we're not here tonight to talk about the birth of a babe. We celebrate that, yes. But what meaning does the birth of Jesus have for you and for me? We certainly, as we discussed before Mass, the date of His birth is uncertain. It's set for today. But we don't get all hung up about whether today is the day or whether it's April 17th. What we celebrate is that God cared enough for you and for me to send His Son among us to save us, to show us that there's a better way of living our lives, that there's a joy that comes from caring about other people. No matter what circumstances we find ourselves in, we're called to love just as He loved. We're called to reach out just as He reached out. There is nothing like the birth of a child. Having experienced it twice in my life, to be there as you hear those first cries and your child is placed in your arm for the first time, the overwhelming sense of love that you have for this little infant that you have helped create, that you've helped bring into the world, is a marvelous feeling. And so we can relate to what Mary and Joseph must have felt that night as they held this infant. And there was this great sense of love in that stable. That love reaches out to you tonight. It reaches out to me. It reaches out to every person in this world. And all God says to us is, accept my love and love me back. That's the simplicity of faith. That's the joy of this night. And that's why we all say, Merry Christmas.